All right, I haven't got time to mark this motherfucker. Here we go again. We can't hear anybody. Nobody can talk to anybody.
You guessed it, Pressure Points with your two favorite hosts. I'm D, and this is Paint Genius AJ. We're coming at you with Season 8, Episode 19, The Phantom Barber. I'm talking about some dude fucking with Mississippi during World War II. Find us on Instagram and Patreon at pointsopressure.com. Let's get to it, bitch.
Well, turn the fucking thing off, you dumbass.
Hold on. I was sure you were going to say Civil War, because for some reason a phantom barber just sounds like it would fit the Civil War in Mississippi really well.
It does, and the entire time I was writing these notes, everything I was imagining was Civil War.
Okay, okay, I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, the whole time I was just like, oh, yeah, like they didn't even have cars. And I'm like, well, it is Mississippi in 1942, so...
So there's probably not
virtually the Civil War era.
Yeah, they definitely didn't. The only thing that progressed since then was Jim Crow.
Yeah. Pretty much until 2005,
Ideals.
Mississippi was in the Civil War era.
yeah, that's true. Even then, they're just getting into the the post World War II. I was gonna say economic reform. No, it's burning. Everything's burning down.
I think 3 years ago they started allowing women to vote, and then we're back to them not allowing them to vote.
Yeah.
So that sounds like Mississippi.
That sounds like Mississippi.
Welcome back. Welcome back. How was your week, man?
Remember how you got off all this overtime?
Are you now on
I
it?
was back. I did so much overtime.
Because I know you worked
I worked 4 in a row, 4 12s.
days this week.
And then I worked half a shift later in the week.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you were there Saturday night.
Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Jesus, why? Just
I
had
don't
to pick up a shift for
Oh,
somebody?
no, actually, I do know. The person at work who's just really good at picking up whenever was on vacation.
Ah, shit. It's the worst.
So we hired a new person. I'm getting them trained, but they can only really work one day. So we're hiring a new person.
Shit.
Specifically for night shift, so that'll be good.
Oh, good.
But until then, it's a little rough. I was supposed to go in tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
And I told him no.
Oh, good, yeah.
Because I couldn't.
Put your foot down, yeah.
Yeah. I worked almost 60 hours last week.
Holy fuck.
And I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah, not worth it. Shit'll burn you out quick.
Yeah, so in the efforts of my mental health and me continuing to work there.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta put your foot down. And if I gotta pick up overtime, not in the coming week, this week we're in the clear. But if I have to pick up overtime the next week, okay, cool, because I got the break. So
yeah, that's true. Just don't pick it up on May 30th or 31st.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck those days.
Hell yeah. Gonna go camping.
And in all honesty, if somebody needs to pick up a shift, it should be fucking Liza. Lazy piece of
fucking
shit.
Liza.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. Got the Monday through Friday.
Fuck you.
9 to 5.
Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Shut the fuck up. God,
Yeah. I don't even ever see her anymore. She was like, I don't like working
Honestly,
with...
Lucky.
Yeah, it's good for me. She's like, I don't like that night shift guy.
Yeah, she's like, he's stinky.
Yeah, he's stinky.
He's stinky.
He's stinky.
She probably doesn't even listen to the show anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Fake fan.
Fake fan. Oh, but the benefit was I'm legal now. I got my green card.
Oh, hell yeah. You're fucking 18, baby.
I'm 18, guys.
Thank God. All those sex jokes I made earlier did not... It was not...
It was satire.
Yeah, it was satire.
It was making a satire on pedophile, on Roman Polanski. I was
saying it to an 18-year-old that was in the room with us that wasn't AJ.
Yeah, you were cosplaying as Roman Polanski.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Are you offering that to me right now?
I am.
That's
just
fair.
a little bit. Just a little bit.
I have my notes, so fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Is it just an inhale?
Inhale.
Or do I need to press a button?
It'll vibrate. It's weird, right? So yeah, I got my green card.
That is fucking weird.
And it's honestly, it's been really, really nice for my anxiety and everything. So
I might try to go get mine next week. I might try to set up an appointment that Friday. I mean, even if it's not on sale.
Yeah. No, I mean,
might
they
just go
usually
do it.
have those events like the Friday, Saturdays.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Maybe
do
that
it.
day I'm off. We'll see.
Do it.
Yeah, I gotta look at
Oh, yeah,
their
and for
appointments.
literally everybody else who doesn't understand, I'm not an immigrant. I was born here. So when in my family we call the
Not an
green
immigrant.
card, it's the Utah Medical Cannabis card.
Yeah, for those ICE agents that are listening, our
Yeah.
ICE fan base.
Yeah, our ICE fan base.
AJ
I
is
was
not an
born in
immigrant.
Utah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. And for those ICE agents that are listening, fuck you.
Yeah,
Stop
go fuck
listening.
yourself.
We don't want you.
You're not welcome
Yeah.
here.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Genuinely.
Actually do that.
Genuinely mean it.
Yeah.
I'm not
This is
gonna
our
take that one back.
Deplatform us now,
Yeah.
bitch.
And I will happily take responsibility for that comment.
Yeah. Please, prove
ICE
it.
agents, kill yourself.
Yeah. Hey, I bet they won't because they're pussies. Prove it. Bet you won't,
Pussy. Yeah.
pussy.
But for those of you that are struggling mentally, God,
Yes,
I looked
please
at the
reach
fucking
out.
gay porn again.
Don't. There's a, okay,
for those
so
of you
there-
that are struggling mentally, don't kill yourself.
Yeah,
Just
if you're
kill your
struggling
local
mentally-
ICE agent.
go Google image search gay Korean soldier porn and scroll about halfway down the page, the initial page, and you'll see what we're seeing right now.
Scroll down the whole page. That's what I say.
The whole page.
Yeah. Scroll down the entire fucking Google search until there's no
Oh.
more gay Korean soldier
This
porn
would have
left
been
to look
so
at.
good.
That would have been a really good one. Damn.
Okay, but yeah.
Ugh.
What?
That one's a voyeur one. I don't like that.
Where?
The two in the middle. I don't like that.
This?
No, in the middle. How is that middle?
This.
How the fuck was that middle at all? You went to
Shut
the
the
top
fuck up.
left.
Shut the fuck up. This one?
That and below. Those are voyeur as fuck.
Yeah, that.
I don't like that.
I don't know. So, our welcome to the gay porn review.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So,
But
yeah. How was your week?
It was, dude, it's weird. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
So Abby works. We basically work opposite schedules now, right? And it's just odd. Like there are days, so she'll work like a 2 to 10 some days, and I'll be working. She'll go to work, and then I'm off work, and I'm not working overtime now, and I'm just like, what do I do with myself?
Yeah.
Like, luckily, it's NBA and NHL playoff season, so it's just like every single night there are like 4 games to watch, so I just have them.
So you just
up.
have them on, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just like, what do I do with myself? I haven't been in like a gaming mood lately. So I've just been like painting miniatures and like doom
I'm
scrolling,
telling
just
you.
hanging out, and I'm like, it's not bad. I'm just like, it's just so weird. It's so
Yeah,
weird.
it's an adjustment.
Yeah.
MTG Arena, and then we can play. That helps me. Middle of the night.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's free.
I will say, my brothers got me huge. My brothers got me huge. No, they got me huge into Sea of Thieves.
That's what Abby was saying.
Yeah, it's a trip. It's
How many people can you put on a boat?
I don't know. I want to find out because I think that would be
Because
a
I'd be
ton of
willing
fun.
to do a Game Pass month.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that
I'll find out. I think
for us.
I think 4, but I want to say maybe more.
Like, how would they? Isn't it open world? Can't you just like load people onto your ship and go?
Yeah, we've had.
Pretty sure you can have a bigger than. 4.
I don't know.
Actually,
where's
hold on.
my
I'll
phone?
look it up.
Yeah,
You keep
yeah,
talking.
Look it up. Find out what the limit is because it's only the 3 of us playing, and it's just so hands off. Like
You don't have to.
it's like go to this island and dig, and we're like okay, and so my one brother will like steer, and then myself and our Patreon subscriber will just hang out, literally just like play music, or like I'll just turn and look at my phone, or I'll like paint something. And so it's really, really chill, but we'll just kind of hang out and just chat. Obviously there are times when like shit gets real, but we've had maybe of the like 6 PvP interactions we've had, only one of them was negative, and they were we didn't realize we were going after fucking players. We thought it was NPCs.
Well, fuck them anyway. You're a
Oh,
pirate.
no. It wasn't. We were just bad. And
you
they
just
beat the
sucked
shit
at
out of
it.
us,
Oh,
and they were
okay.
dicks, and we were just like, oh. But we had two guys that were like, hey, we're just going to join you guys. And they burned their ship down in front of us.
Hell
and
yeah.
made an alliance with us and just rode along, and one of them was high as fuck, and he was just like, you want to see my Master Chief outfit? And he was a Master Chief pilot or pirate. I was like, what the fuck? So everybody on there seems pretty chill. So I hope it goes up to more, because it would be cool to get everybody on there. It's just chill. It's a nice, relaxing. So that's what I've done when she works her like overnight shifts. I'll just play with them until like 2 or 3. So it's been good.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad. Other than that, just a lot of like little yard work. I'm actually getting shit done. So it's been
We put the
nice.
garden in.
Yeah,
It's looking
you
good.
put the garden in. I didn't do shit.
Well, yeah, it's because, I knew you would stay up to be with Abby, so you guys would sleep in, and it just worked out that I woke up early and
Yeah,
got it done.
but it's great.
But
It's fucking
we're
great.
working.
And then
It's
rained.
our garden, and yeah, it's rained the
so
whole
we
day.
haven't even had water.
Yeah, I went out and looked at it this morning. The plants look
Perfect.
great. They're perky.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, perky little plants.
Perky little.
Perky
little
little
bitties.
planties. Hell yeah. Well, I suppose I can just jump on into the episode.
I think it's 4,
4 is the max. Damn.
which sucks.
Damn, that's some bullshit.
You should have as many people as you want on that ship.
Because you can make alliances, so you could realistically have like 30 people on one ship. You could have the entire server
so
alliance.
does the
together.
alliance
Just makes you teammates.
Yeah, but does it make you respawn on their ship if their ship is closer?
I don't know.
Because we could just get another ship, sink it, and jump on.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I also don't know if like there are a ton of different servers. I'm sure we could just spam it and try to get in the same one. But
Yeah.
it'd just be hard to find out because of where it spawns you.
I found a bunch of forum posts saying, hey, you should allow crews up to 6 people 4 years ago.
Yeah, for real. Go to Microsoft. They'll never listen.
No.
All
Because
right.
they should have been called Huge Hard.
Yeah, huge hard. Not Microsoft. Fuck them. All right.
All right, so the Demon Barber of
yeah,
Mississippi
the
Street.
Phantom Barber of Mississippi. I feel like the last couple episodes I've done have had, like, it's been during World War II, but it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So it's been kind of fun. I'm on a World War II kick without doing anything that has to do with World War II.
Perfect.
I'm surprisingly in a 1940s historical mood, but I'm fully avoiding the Great War.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're just there for the for the legalized meth and,
Yeah.
and Valium and
I'm
whatever.
in history with my head in the sand.
Yeah, you're doing what you would have done during the war.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a doctor to say you had bone spurs and stayed on the home front.
and then just never read headlines.
Yeah, and just
Would've
dated
stayed
all the
back in
soldiers'
local
wives.
stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're
so
gonna
yeah.
get lynched when the soldiers
Oh,
come
God,
home.
True. So yeah, World War II going on during 1942, and as men were fighting the battle overseas, girls in Mississippi were fighting a battle of their own.
Syphilis.
Yeah. So the small coastal town in the southeastern end of Mississippi was a town called Pascagoula, and I might be
Holy
mispronouncing
shit,
that.
what a name.
But I mean, this is sitting. You got to realize this is sitting on the Gulf of Mexico. So a lot of those
Oh
had
yeah, I guess Mississippi.
like French immigrants. It was. It's just a melting pot. So Pascagoula sounds like something that would be in Europe, but was probably fucking named by someone from there that emigrated into
Pascagoula.
Mississippi. Yeah, that might be pronounced.
No, that's got
It might be Pascagoula, knowing Mississippi. But
It looks like a nice coastal town.
yeah, it's a beautiful little spot. Weirdly enough, in Mississippi, I don't think I've ever said those.
Yeah, no.
Words together
Usually
in
when
a
we're talking
sentence,
about
yeah.
Mississippi, we're talking about like an environmental disaster.
So in
It
Pascagoula,
comes from a Native American word,
correct.
derived from Choctaw term meaning bread
That
eaters.
was my bad. But regardless, like it's still a melting pot.
Oh yeah, no,
Like-
it still is. Your
Yeah.
comments are still valid. I just proved you wrong, and you should be embarrassed.
Okay, well, at least I didn't think that fucking
Come on, what was it? Do you remember?
yeah. What,
Yeah. Who was it?
that Franklin Roosevelt could walk. At least I didn't think that.
He could
No.
when he was a
Permanently
kid.
paralyzed. No, from start to finish.
Yeah, no, he popped out with
he
polio.
came out with a wheelchair.
It had to be a C-section.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so in Pascagoula, there is a small convent called Our Lady Victory. Our Lady of Victories, that's it, Jesus. Our Lady of Victories. They know how to name convents.
They do,
Just
though.
the stupidest fucking way. Like, why make it a sentence?
I
is
want
the
to
title.
one time or one episode in the future will be about Our Lady Holy Fatima or something like that. Like it's got just the
They're
same
so ridiculous.
convent name.
One of these days, the very first live stream that we do will be a tier list
Of convent names?
convent
okay, that would actually go
names.
fucking hard.
because I bet we would find some really good ones.
Dude,
That could be fun.
fuck.
That's what we should do. Is
That's what we
instead of
should
a
do.
live podcast,
We just do...
we do live streams, but we
We
don't do it in the same room. We still both
yeah, we're over
multi-stream.
Discord.
Yeah, and we do tier lists. That's
yeah,
it.
historical
That's
name ranking tier lists,
Yeah, we
historical
do
event tier lists.
reaction content and tier
Yeah,
lists.
murders. We watch people make we watch internet historian videos,
Mm-hmm.
and we're completely silent. And then every once in a while we pause and say, he's really onto something.
Yeah.
And then
I-
we play it.
I think he's got a point. And then the next episode after that will always be me talking about the thing that we learned about.
Yeah, it's just it's a word for
Yeah.
word. You just downloaded the
Yeah.
transcript from YouTube.
The entire live stream, I'm just furiously writing all of the words he's saying. Yeah, Our Lady of Victories. The parish is actually one of the oldest in the Gulf Coast. It was established in 1855. I cannot keep getting derailed in this.
Okay, sorry.
So yeah, established in 1855. Maybe that's why I was thinking, like, every single time I
yeah.
would write shit, I just can see 1855 out of the corner of my eye.
That makes sense.
But yeah, maybe that's why I was focused on the Civil War. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that wasn't during a recording.
Yeah,
No,
no,
we
yeah.
were talking about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were both thinking this episode happened during the Civil War, even though it was World War II.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was during recording, though.
That wasn't during recording.
So
I shouldn't have given you my vape before we started
I
recording.
know
this.
we're both fucked.
Oh shit.
Oh God,
No,
AJ's,
no. All right,
AJ's
sorry.
legal now. And we're bad at
1855.
podcasting.
Yeah. Oh god.
1942, not 1850.
You said 1855. It was founded.
Yeah. So, in 1942,
Okay.
June, late in the middle of the night, at Our Lady of Victories, there's a man outside, slowly and silently cutting through a screen window. And two young blonde girls, Mary and Edna, are fast asleep.
How young?
I think they were, I don't know. I have
Okay.
the age of one person on this.
That's fine.
Actually, two people.
Do you remember the episode about the Mad Gasser of Mattoon?
Uh-huh.
I'm getting major Mad Gasser of Mattoon vibes.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey, that's a callback.
That was a good
That's an
callback.
old
What
episode.
episode was it?
Fuck if I know.
So yeah, he silently cuts this screen window that these girls are into the room the girls are sleeping in. Silently creeps inside. And he sneaks right beside their beds. First girl leans down and you hear snip, 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 snip. I don't know if you guys will hear that, but you hear snip,
think so.
snip.
But quiet.
Yeah, but quiet.
The whisper
Yeah.
Let me go get the garden shears.
Yeah. Thunk. And sneaks over to Mary's bed and he pulls out his pair of shears and starts to cut not a lock from their hair, an entire pigtail. Like,
Oh shit.
yeah,
Like a
basically.
huge chunk
so
of hair.
there are photos of victims of this. This girl has pigtails down to like below her shoulder, like probably her collarbone, and her hair is up at her head where it
Oh,
was cut.
shit. So she's
he's
going to have to get a pixie cut
He's
after
cutting
this.
a good, like, 10 inches off.
Yeah, that's a shitload of hair.
And so as he's cutting through her hair, I've always thought it's kind of weird how, like, you can hear but also, like, feel when your hair is getting cut. It bothers me that I can
like the
feel it a
texture?
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
know
my
exactly
assumption
what you're
is she
talking
feels her hair getting cut. And when she was interviewed later, she even said that, like, he was playing around with her hair as well. Yeah, this is a creepy episode.
Yeah,
I'm just
this
gonna
is
say,
creepy.
This should have and could have been a Halloween episode. And I considered it, but I was like, I will forget about this.
Yeah,
I got to do it
we'll
now.
forget.
So she wakes up and looks up into his eyes, and he just goes, shh.
Oh, fuck.
Cuts her hair, and then climbs out the window quietly.
Oof.
They wait until he gets out of the room, and they lose their shit. Both girls.
Yeah. Holy
like
shit.
he's literally, I imagine he's climbing out, and he's like, I already got my hair. I don't need to be sneaky. So he's making more noise, and this wakes up Edna. They both scream. He jumps out of the window, and they run and get help.
Jesus Christ.
The next morning, when Mary was interviewed by police about the incident, she gave what I would consider one of the most unsettling descriptions of this guy. Like, it's not right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she says she's laying there. She sees the figure, and he's kind of short and kind of fat.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So we're both
Was
on
it
the
us?
yeah,
We're
it was
both on the
us.
list.
We're both on the list.
list. Shit.
That's the description. He's kind of short, kind of fat.
That's it? That's all she can get?
That's it.
Beard? No beard?
I know.
Hair?
I know, dude. And in the interview, she says, he was bending over me with something shiny in his hand, and he was fooling with my hair. When I opened my eyes, he said, shh. And after he cut my hair, I yelled, and he jumped out the window.
Gross.
Very weird, but also, how do you not give a better description than that?
Yeah.
Like, God damn. I mean, I
Jesus.
suppose you're terrified, so it's not like you're going to, and you just woke up, so you probably won't
just
be able
woke
to,
up.
yeah, just woke up. You may not be the most cognizant, like, oh, yes.
But still.
Hazel eyes, his front left tooth was slightly angled at
Yeah.
a 45 degree. Like, still weird. Like, you would think they'd be able to give a little bit more.
Yeah. Anything more.
So, yeah. Too dark for them to make an ID, a terrible description. So it's creepy. The news grabs it. They run a very small advert not advert. They run a little blurb in the newspaper about it. Weirdo cuts off two girls' hair. And it kind of gets around town. Some of the more well-known locals are gossiping and everything and spreading word. But a lot of parents don't want to talk up about it because this is the 40s.
There's a war on.
Well, one, there's a war going on. Two, a lot of these kids are probably hearing like spy shit and like creepy, scare. Like the Germans are going to come in and
they're stealing
murder your
our
whole
hair
family kind of thing. Oh, we're going to get
to
bombed.
clone us. Oh,
So
wait,
it's
that was
like, to add to that fear, you also go, hey, there's somebody sneaking around cutting people's hair off. Like that scares little kids.
Yeah,
bad.
absolutely.
That's something that, like, yeah, they're like, oh, I could get bombed, and they still fall asleep that night. But like, someone will sneak into your house and cut off your hair. A little kid will never fall asleep thinking that could happen. So parents are kind of keeping it to themselves. But a day or so later, 6-year-old Carol Petey wakes up to a newly unwanted haircut. And it's discovered that it's the same entry method that was at the convent. The screen had been cut. There wasn't really any sign of like like they checked the room. It's not like he fucking cut his own hair by accident or anything. Trimmed his beard and then glued her hair to his face.
He didn't piss on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, even if he had, this is the 40s, it would have been like, that's disgusting. Clean that up. Someone grab a mop.
Bleach that right this instant.
That's horrifying.
He bled all over the floor. Bleach it now.
Yeah, someone grab a mop. But there's not a lot they can really go on other than the fact that there's a sandy footprint right in front of the window. Yeah. Which, what I like to imagine is somebody was like, no, that's a child's footprint. And she goes, I've never touched sand before in my life. And he goes, well, he must have been a small, fat man.
Did you see how deep it went into the sand? He must be so fat.
This fat fuck must have weighed at least 150 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Jesus.
So, there's a fucking freak on the loose, man.
There's absolutely a freak on the loose.
There are no other signs of violence. He didn't, like, beat up this little girl or anything. He didn't throttle her while he was cutting her hair. I mean, she slept through the whole thing. But at this point, this is 3 victims in, like, 2-3 days. So the town's kind of... people a little more fucked up about it, and
after
people
hearing
are discussing it a lot more.
If anybody on this block or within 2 blocks reported that on the neighborhood app,
they were like, "Hey, I'd
be sitting on my roof with a gun."
Oh my God, some creep snuck into my house and cut off my wife's pigtail. I'd be like, "Okay, nobody goes to sleep for the next week."
No, we're taking shifts.
Yeah.
Everybody
That's
sleeps
fucking
in the front
spooky.
room. We're bringing both mattresses into the front room.
Yeah.
One person stays awake every 6 hours.
Exactly. And you and I will still cut their pigtails off.
We'll still cut their pigtails off. Somehow.
Whoa, weird. How did they get in here?
That's crazy. I was up all night. Standing guard.
So the town is buzzing with horror. There's a fucking freak on the loose. And I mean, at this point, he's only gone after little girls. Like Carol was
disgusting.
6. She was a 6-year-old girl. That's fucking weird, man. Even if it were an older person,
it's still
gross.
Fucking
Weird.
This reads to me so much like this person is a serial killer. They haven't started killing yet, but they're ramping up. Like they've had the obsession for months or years.
This is like what I imagine is like a 17-year-old. They didn't get drafted. They're young. And
they feel like their life is over or whatever.
Like they've had all these weird tendencies, and now they've found out they can get away with
because all the men in town are gone. So
and I'll actually get to that as well.
Okay.
Because the police do worry that that's part of the problem. They're like, well, he's going to be able to get around more often because like 80% of the men are gone in town. So people are starting to murmur. This is a small town, Mississippi. If you've ever lived in a small town, you would fucking know that gossip runs fucking rampant. So a lot of people are worried, that's actually hot as fuck. Top 10 most sexually prolific lesbians and bisexuals of old Hollywood. And she's standing in front of 2 bully clubs, and she has fucking boxing gloves on. That's
Here, I'll open that in a new tab for later.
Oh, yeah. Send that to me. Yeah. I also like that she's not in boxing gear. She's in a nice blouse.
Yeah, tucked in.
Really fancy beret. That's where I would punch first.
The beret?
It's on the beret, yeah. So that it stabs into her. On her neck.
Oh. Beret?
Not beret. What's the word?
Pin. Like a beret?
Beret. Yeah.
Okay, beret's the hat.
Yeah, I know. That's
that threw me off. Yeah. I was like, wait.
My bad.
No, okay. Sorry to derail you. I'm looking for the profile image for this episode.
Oh, okay. You're good. So, people are like, is this a paranormal thing? Like, is this always? Do we know for sure that this is a real person? Is it maybe like some creepy ghost thing?
Mass hysteria.
We don't fucking know. That's another thing that they're worried about.
They always say that one.
Is it mass hysteria? Are these girls so stressed out about World War II that they're cutting their own hair off in their sleep? Like, they're just fucking they're tripping out. They're going crazy. They're
and then everybody
everything.
is stressed from the war as well. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
It's all just compounding on itself.
Is it a local freak? It even gets around. People are like, is this a German operative that's coming in to Pascagoula, Mississippi to cause chaos?
Essential to the war effort.
To absolutely destroy the war effort. That's part of the discussion,
That's part of it.
So, mind you, up to this point, the population of Pascagoula has tripled in 2 years.
Oh, damn.
It's
That's a hot
in
spot.
1940 at like 4,500 people. And then in 1942, we're looking at like 15,000 people pretty much.
Damn.
So a lot of people are like, we've had so many new people
It's those
move in.
Californians moving in.
Yeah, that are raising our home prices. Some of those liberal freaks. But yeah, people just don't really know what to think right now. There's just so many fucking rumors going around.
Cats and dogs sleeping together.
Yeah, right. And so everybody's like, keep your little girls in the same room with you. Like, make sure they're not alone at night. Don't leave your windows open. I know how hot it is and how hot and humid it is, but like, don't let the air get through your house. Like, close your windows so that he can't get through the fucking screen. He obviously is looking for places where the windows are up, So people are starting to take more precautions, or I should say parents are starting to take more precautions. But that Friday, so a week after the first incident, Mr. and Mrs. Heidelberg are enjoying a nice evening together. They're laying down in bed, and all of a sudden, they hear ding, ding, like cut, 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 cut.
Yeah.
And someone's cutting through their screen. And they're like, what the fuck? They probably aren't as deep in this case as parents are. So I'm sure that they're not like, oh, yeah, that's the freak running around cutting off little girl's hair. They're just like, what the hell? And the next thing she knows, Mrs. Heidelberg's husband gets hit over the back of the head.
Oh,
Boom.
shit.
Out cold.
See, he's escalating.
Immediately.
Already he's
He is.
escalating.
This is true. So, Mr. Heidelberg, boom, out like a fucking light.
Oh, yeah. It's the 1950s. It was a lot easier to knock people out back then for some
Bonk.
reason.
Horny jail.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Heidelberg freaks the fuck out, turns around, and before she's able to really see anything, she gets hit in the fucking mouth. Pow! With a iron pipe.
Shit.
Bop, right in the mouth. Knocks her teeth out. Knocks her unconscious. Out cold. And when both of them come to, they wake up. She's missing teeth. He probably wants a divorce because his wife doesn't have any teeth anymore. But they're fucked up, and they contact the police. The police show up with bloodhounds, sniff the area, and they're like, obviously, like, he's going to have blood on his shoes. So, like, they have the dogs follow the scent, and they end up finding a pair of bloody gloves out in the woods. But that's where the trail runs cold. There's nothing to find after that.
Was she missing hair?
No, surprisingly enough. So my assumption is he wasn't expecting Mr. Heidelberg to be home when after he saw them both and was like, well, fuck, I'm in their house. Like, they know I'm here. Knocks them both out and just gets the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he was probably checking to see, like, oh, this house, yeah, there's probably small girls in this house.
Yeah,
Sneaks
exactly.
in, none of them. Beat the shit.
He saw a window that was open.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they freaked the fuck out, and at this point, you've gone from, like, cut hair off of a little girl, which is creepy as fuck, to now violence with the same entry method. The police are like, okay, this is something we need to take very fucking seriously. They contact the FBI. The FBI is like, yeah, we'll get on the case. Promise. We'll be right there. Or I should say they contact the feds. And they don't have a massive police force. mind you, this town has grown threefold in the last 2 years. So their police force currently can't handle the 4,600 people that they had before, let alone now 15,000.
Yeah.
So the police force ends up allowing 6 volunteers to get their, where is it? I have it. It was such a funny line. They allow 6 guys to get their pistol permit, which I love. I love pistol permit.
Your pistol
it's
permit.
Just fun. It gives me such Barney Fife vibes.
It really, you can only keep the bullets in your pocket, so if you need it,
shoot one at a time, please.
Yeah.
So they get 6 volunteers, so 6 new police officers, pretty much.
Yeah, deputized.
Yeah, and he orders his employed officers to start doing night patrols instead, so that they can focus in and maybe fucking track this dude down. The police offer a $300 reward for information leading to their capture. If you have the calculator, $300 in 1942, you should check that out.
Okay.
And a local bank owner kicks in another $100. So I guess look up $500 because the county sheriff has been getting reports from all over the county that this has been going on for a while.
For 500, you say?
Yeah. So $500 in 1942. What does that come out to now?
Almost 10 grand, 9,800.
So 10 grand for any information leading to this guy's
Damn, I turned
arrest
myself in.
because he's been going all over county. This isn't just like a one girl a night thing. He's going into homes,
More reports are
moving
hitting,
to the next city, and doing the same shit.
So he's got a car.
So
that should narrow it down.
Yeah, right? So yeah, everybody's just like, we need to fucking get this guy.
Yeah.
And more and more people are starting to gossip about this being, maybe this is, we've got to keep our eyes out for some German dude. It's got to be some German guy.
Yep.
But everyone's like, oh, well, it'd be easy to pick out a German accent because everyone's from Mississippi and they all sound like Mississippi trash. Like,
Yeah, nobody trains it to get rid of their accent.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
But yeah, people are going nuts with it, and everybody's fucking spooked. And then Sunday night, 2 days later,
The Lord's Day.
yeah, Mrs. R.R. Taylor goes to bed. As she drifts off, she finds herself waking up to what she called like a very pungent, awful odor that made her feel ill. And she wakes up to this terrible smell, but then doesn't remember anything until the next morning when she wakes up puking her fucking guts out.
Did she get ethered?
So, she calls the police because when she wakes up, she's puking like crazy. She feels like shit. She crawls into the bathroom, and as she passes
She's
the mirror,
bald.
she notices that a ton of her hair is missing.
Fuck yeah. She looks like a raider from Fallout. Hold on, I'll pull up a picture for you.
Yeah, she had one of those cool punk haircuts before they were cool. She's like, this looks so dumb. And there was like 3 dudes in town that were like, damn, that's so hot, not knowing what goth mommies are yet. But yeah, she calls the police. Police show up and they tell her, yeah, we think that he hit you with what the fuck was it?
Ether.
Are you?
Oh yeah. So that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
right
a
down the
raider's hair.
middle. She has a
Yeah.
grandpa haircut. He cut off the
Perfect.
middle instead of the pigtails. No, so yeah, they think that she was hit with fucking chloroform soaked rag, and they're like, yeah, this is bad news. And yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Exactly
the
that,
fucking
yeah.
not the one on the right, the
Yeah.
one on the left.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah.
one on the right is bad. That's a
They're all
of those
bad,
are
but
pretty fucking terrible. The one on the top left is.
I'm gonna post this on the
more
Instagram just
acceptable.
right
Yeah.
now.
Do it. Yeah. So police freaked the fuck out. And
And once again, he's escalated.
yeah, even further. He's just trying all of his different methods, you know?
Yeah, he's seen what
It's
works.
so fucking creepy. Yeah. So the case from that point goes completely cold. Nobody ends up having their hair cut later on. That's the final victim of this phantom barber. And little girls in Mississippi are fucking terrified with all of it. They're like, what the hell? What are we supposed to think? Like, is he going to come back, you know?
He probably just moved counties, you know?
Yeah.
Started a new life.
Yeah. So, yeah, it just kind of drops off. But in August 1942, the police end up apprehending a 57-year-old named William Dolan. Now, I'm on the fence, and I'm on the fence on whether this is the guy. And a lot of people are. It's kind of the big discussion right now, or I shouldn't say right now, but the big discussion around this case is, was this really the dude that was doing all of this? Or did the police kind of like twist this one into actually happening? Mainly because of William's connections. Now, Mr. Dolan had bad blood with Mr. Heidelberg's father. Mr. Heidelberg being the one that got knocked out with the pipe.
Okay.
In the ballroom.
He got piped in the ballroom.
Yeah. So Mr. Dolan and Mr. Heidelberg Sr. had a bit of a legal dispute, bad blood between them, and suddenly, I shouldn't say suddenly, but 2 months later, William Dolan is found guilty of like being the phantom barber. And the big thing is we found this bag, this collection of hair in his backyard.
I mean, it is creepy to have a collection of hair.
It is weird. So they take Mr. Dolan away, and they send samples to the FBI. The hair is found to match Carol Petey. They find one of her braids or whatever it was that was cut off. The little 6-year-old Carol Petey's hair is in there, so that's how they can glue it back on.
Oh, good. Yeah, sew it back together.
But yeah, Dolan swears he had nothing to do with it. He's like, I didn't do that.
I'm a barber.
So my assumption, and I'll talk about the charges and everything after. My assumption is that there is a chance that Mr. Dolan did do the Mr. and Mrs. Heidelberg hit.
Okay. Yeah, because it was different.
He very likely saw, people are sneaking into homes and fucking...
Oh, that's a good idea to break into a house.
Oh, that he's cutting through the thing. They're going to be looking for some fucking creep German that's collecting little girls' hair. Why don't I do that? But I'm going to bust this lady's teeth in and beat up Mr. Heidelberg's son. This sounds like a perfect opportunity for it. I do think that could have been the case. Or Mr. Heidelberg Sr. was like, look, this guy's fucking problematic. He's got connections with the police force, sends him over there. The police already have a bag of hair that they fucking found or whatever, and they're like, yep, this is the guy. Everybody chill the fuck out about it.
Yeah, now we can all calm down.
Yeah, exactly. Or my favorite one is that's still the case, but one of the people who got the pistol permit is the guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, I have this fucking bag, and plants it and fucking finds it.
And then gets out of town and keeps practicing.
Yeah. So
it becomes one of those 70s serial
exactly.
killers.
Or the less fun idea, Mr. Dolan was just a fucking freaky goddamn violent weirdo that had bad blood with the Heidelbergs.
And also all of the children in
town. But the reason people speculate on this is that Dolan was charged with attempted murder, obviously. He was given 10 years in prison. And the whole time he was like, I didn't do this stuff. And 6 years later, the new governor reviews the case and requests that a lie detector test is done. Mind you, if you're gonna beat a test, if you're gonna pass a fucking test, it's gonna be a lie detector test.
Yeah, they're inadmissible.
Especially after, there's just nothing, there's no information to like truly collect from those because there's so many possibilities on failure. Like,
oh yeah,
it's just silly. But in 1942, they're
that
like,
was cutting
holy
edge.
Shit.
This will never go
Yeah.
bad.
He passes the lie detector test, and he is released in 1951, free of charge. They clear the charges. So there's a chance that the Phantom Barber was never caught.
I'd like to imagine that he's like the Candyman, and he's still around.
Yeah, he's been running rampant for 75 years, kind of shit.
Yeah,
but yeah, just creepy. It's an unsettling one.
It's very creepy.
I don't really like true crime stuff, but this one, in my eyes, doesn't feel like as true crimey because it doesn't feel like I'm talking about Ted Bundy, and like I'm not doing a 70s serial killer
time.
Yeah.
No,
but
it has a lot of
such a weird small town thing. But I saw the title Phantom Barber and was like, this is such a Pressure Points episode. Holy shit!
No, it's got a very Mad Gasser of Mattoon.
Yeah.
Very who was the weird British guy who jumped?
Oh, that's
Spring Hill Jack.
Yeah.
Very
that's an early episode.
And I love this. Like, obviously, this is probably just some fucking creep working his way up to become a serial killer. But it just kind of has that vibe of it kind of has some weird, paranormal-esque aspects to it. If you're into that kind of thing.
It was actually just some dude that he was high as a fucking kite one night and he goes, you know, it would be so fucking comfy to just sleep in a bed filled with a little girl's hair.
Oh,
and he was like, oh my God, hell yeah.
He was on Robitussin, a lot of Robitussin.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
He thought he took penicillin, but he got the wrong mold.
Yeah. Yeah. He's on fucking ergot. Just straight ergot.
Yeah.
His mind is melting.
Oh, shit. But yeah,
Oof.
just a fucking weirdo, man.
Nasty.
A little fucking
Creepy.
So yeah.
There you go. Don't have kids.
Yeah.
I'll steal their hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Pressure Points promise. What?
But yeah, if you guys are interested in more really intriguing content like this, check us out on Patreon. Patreon.com/pointsopressure. We do an exclusive episode every month. I'll be honest, I've been bad the last couple, but a lot of that was work attributed, and we'll get it caught up.
Yeah, we'll get it caught up
to you guys. But AJ also has his series called Voices, which is phenomenal. Check it out. And then we have really, really shitty content called Sloppy Seconds that's just off the cuff. It's just fun shit.
Yeah, just conversations, bits.
30 episodes of that. Go check
they're
it
like
all
10
out.
minutes each.
Patreon.com/pointsopressure. And for those of you that do support us, you got them names.
We've got Vapid Hair Collectors, Grover, Minnie D, Thomas, and Toddle Waddle. None of them are small fat men, but they do have hair collections.
Yeah, very true.
So
very
it couldn't
true.
be them.
Yeah.
And then we've got Abby, AJ's Third Nut, Nordic Thunder, Weston, Dark Runner, D's Nuts, and G-Dog. Thank you guys so much for letting us ramble about hair.
Yeah, true. Yeah, little girl hair specifically.
Little girl hair, yeah.
Truly appreciate it. And as always, if you guys ever have any recommendations for movies, TV shows, books, where to find young hair, anything along those lines, really. If you find an article that pertains to an episode that we've talked about, or you have a show idea, by all means, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram @pointsopressure. You can always email us at ppdnaj, just the letters, at gmail.com. Or feel free to go to our website, pointsopressure.com. Go to the Contact Us page, and we'll talk to you next Monday.